Yeah, I've got one. Yeah.
Next two teams coming to the field will be the Preseli Barbars, wearing purple and white, and the Flying
Game number 6 then, between the Flying Penguins and the Preseli Barbars. This from Group 2. The Barbars with a win earlier in their opening game of this group against the Lampeter Spartans, a convincing win as well. They made the Lampeter Spartans look very, very ordinary when we know that is not the case. The Flying Penguins haven't had much rest from their last game, just losing out to Remy in the last second, but a good performance from them, an encouraging performance from the Flying Penguins, but a tough ask for them here. Doesn't get any easier, as the Barbars will look to keep up with the Conker Knights in the power rankings of who's looking the best team so far. That restart is going to go straight into the hands of Johan Thomas, but not 10 meters, and will grant Lloyd Wilkins the ball. Wilkins making some space already. Really strong carry, charging towards the 22. The Barbars looking for a fast start. Channing, 2 tries on debut in the first game. Ball has been lost and really well recovered by Thomas as he looks for that offload. Unlucky there. Good work from Thomas.
Yeah, Johan Thomas has been one of the standout players for the Penguins over the last couple of editions of this series.
The referee in today's game is Evil.
And I must say, Griff, I don't think I've ever commentated at an event where in my ear I can hear somebody on karaoke doing Every Time We Touch by Cascada. That's not my usual Saturday afternoon.
It's quite the unique festival, but that's why everyone loves coming here every year to Llanidloes, to the Heart of Wales Sevens. It's an event that's organised and worked upon all year, and it culminates obviously here. And yeah, there's a lot of work that goes in behind the scenes that people might not know about. So yeah, very grateful to everyone who's put this together.
Yeah, tireless efforts from everyone involved, and the day going really well so far, especially for the Preseli Barbars, who are in the mood here, but still looking for the opening score. Flying Penguins doing well to resist the Barbars at the moment. They've got the ball back and will look to spring a surprise through the gap. Tackles coming in a little bit high, referee's happy. Penguins just being patient, trying to work an angle, trying to find a soft shoulder. There isn't many in this Barbar side usually, and it's been stolen, and here's Wilkins, and he's dangerous, and he shows that danger straight away, straight through the middle. Lloyd Wilkins, the captain, for the first score of this game, and it's an unfortunate error that costs the Flying Penguins, and Lloyd Wilkins will eat those kind of opportunities up.
Yeah, silky goosey to get through the gap. Treen Phillips nicked the ball in the breakdown, managed to find Lloyd Wilkins, and then just like that, Barbars 7 points up.
Yeah, it took a little bit of a while in this first half for the Barbars to get on the board, but they are on the board, and Sam Potter will get us back underway as they'll look to make their lead a little bit more comfortable before half-time, and the kick was straight out, will come back to halfway. Potter looking for Caden Channing on that occasion. The 2 scrum caps up back on the field for the Barbars, who combined well in that first game. And Owen Rijkaard looking to get the Penguins back underway. Rijkaard again. And through the gap, now a bit of space. Can the Penguins strike back here? It's been spilt and bringing it away for the Barbars. Really good tackle. That's Steph Davis in the scrum cap. The other scrum cap is Channing, and he gets the ball to, just trying to see, I think that's Sam Potter. Yeah, Sam Potter, number 10, is going to score the second try for the Barbars, and as quick as that, they go the length of the field. Again, so close to the line, ball spilt, they turn it over, and they're in.
Yeah, and working it along the far touchline. The Penguins doing well to get the 2 tackles, but ultimately Stefan Davis offloading into Channing, and then Sam Potter on a good supporting line. What's interesting with the Barbars, you know, they've got so many players. The strength in depth is huge for them. After every try, they look to be rotating every player, you know, so they can keep things fresh.
14-0 to the Barbars then. And again, looking to take a comfortable lead into half-time. And as you said, Griff, rotating after every try. We said earlier it's going to be crucial throughout the day. Fitness play a big factor as they look for a third, and it's going to be a third for the Barbars. And it's going to be Jack Craig, who had two tries in the first game, Jack Craig. And off the restart, that was a quick counter strike. Penguins just couldn't handle that restart, and the Barbars will take full advantage. 21-0 now the score in the blink of an eye, after the Penguins nearly having an opportunity to level up the game. They find themselves 21-0 down.
Yeah, and Jack Craig, 2 tries in 2 games now for him, and you know, the top players are starting to show themselves for the Barbars.
Yeah, Craig, one of those players that they have brought in today that played in the Lit 7 Super Series last weekend that they won. So really strong reinforcements this afternoon for the Barbars, and they're showing it here. The Penguins look to strike back, but that was really well read by Logan Lockyer. Flying up in defense against the flying Penguins. That's a really good offload from Thomas. Makes something happen for his side. The big body of Hesford. Hesford, who was shown yellow in that first game, made something happen there. Thomas spins a pass out to the far side, but the Barbars are there in defense. It seems like they've got 9 or 10 players on the field at times. Thomas looks to go himself, dancing around, picks an angle, but he's well tackled and forced back again. The Barbars in defense. Logan Lockyer again leading that defensive line. Hesford fends off a would-be tackler.
Yeah, Hesford seems to be a Route 1 player, isn't he? Straight down the middle, ball in hand, just straight line every time.
I don't think he's going to be getting on the outside of too many people, but he, as you said, he's a Route 1, big body up the middle. And if he can find a soft shoulder and get an offload away to one of his quicker teammates, that's going to be a really, really good attacking option for the Flying Penguins here today. Here is one of those speedsters trying to make something happen. Backhand offload. It's loose. And a bit of a scramble to win that ball back, and that'll bring the first half to a close. The Preseli Barbars leading 21-0 in the first half. After it took them a while to get on the board, but once they did, they struck again and again. And a commanding lead now for the Barbars in this their second game in the group stage.
Correction, I'm pleased to say, it's Fiji 7, Wales 9. We think Wales 9. Okay, here we go. Second half. Preseli Barbars versus the Flying Penguins. Coach the Flying Penguins have a big comeback. It's 21-0 to the Barbars.
And as you may have heard from our resident MC, Rupert Moon, it is 21-0 to the Barbars as we get this second half underway. Flying Penguins with a lot of work to do if they're going to get something from this game. Wilkins to Potter, kick through from Potter, and that could be another try. It's going to sit up absolutely perfectly for Ned Bennett to cross over just in front of that Conquer tent. And what about that for a start? I mean, the angle from Wilkins, the kick through from Potter was absolutely inch perfect. And Bennett gets the bounce as well. And there's not much you can do about that, really, is there, from a Flying Penguins perspective?
No, it's tough. You know, there's no one in the backfield for the Penguins at the moment. We've seen in the first half from the Barbars, they tend to leave one player as a fullback of sorts. But of course, the Penguins deciding not to utilise that option, and someone like Sam Potter sees the space and boots the ball, and inch perfect as well. So, you know, you can't compete with that.
28-0 then to the Barbars, and yeah, as he said, can't compete with an inch perfect kick like that from Potter as again, another inch perfect restart. And these are the small margins that make such a difference as the Barbars ready another attack. Wilkins trying to skip through the midfield. He's held initially, but gets away from that. Out of the back offload. It was spilt forward and kicked, I think. Almost a manufactured grubber kick that is now being ruled as a knock-on. But I initially thought he spilt it and managed to kick it on. Referee pulling it back, though. But, I mean, the inch-perfect kick from the restart again, and then Wilkins just gets away. You've got to wrap and hold these players, haven't you?
Yeah, it's just silky stuff now, isn't it? You know, you saw that Lloyd Wilkins looks to be playing with absolute ease, isn't he, at the moment? And this is what happens with these type of groups, you know. These players get into a rhythm, they relax, and they start playing with some swagger. That's exactly what we want to see. I'm sure they'll tidy things up come the semi-finals, but for now they're just enjoying themselves.
And the Penguins, bit messy here for the Penguins, but they kept hold of the ball. Again, it's really good defense from the Barbars. They're just penning the Penguins in their own half, not allowing an inch. There's no soft shoulders at all, just patient build up, but they got a bit of a crease here. But again, there's 3 Barbars around him. As soon as the tackle's made, there's a man over the top to counter ruck as well. High pass gathered. The Penguins will start again as the Barbars defense just reshuffles over to this near side. Well tackled, and there's a man over the top to steal the ball, exactly as I was talking about a minute ago, on Sam Potter with ball in hand now as well. Noah Harris on the field now for the Barbars. First time we've seen him today. Good tackle initially, still on his feet, still. And the referee blows his whistle now for a knock-on. I talked about the Conquer Knights defense earlier on. This Preseli Barbars defense has been every bit as good so far.
Yeah, absolutely, and an opportunity was there for Thomas Jones. on the right wing, beating the man for the first time, but then it was a tap tackle, and you know, those ones are the ones you don't expect to come in. Spills the ball as he hit the turf. But again, things are looking easier for the Barbars.
Oshan Taylor coming on for the Penguins now, and here he is. First touch on the field for him. Trying to make something happen, this Penguins side. But it's really tough going at the moment. And this game has just slowed down to a, I wouldn't say a walk-in pace, but more of a canter now, as the Barbars have a commanding lead and the Penguins just struggling to get anything going against this defense. Not the usual tempo we're used to seeing, but still alive with the Penguins here, still in their own 22. They look to that far side. Can they get a little bit of space outside? But the angles from the Barbars are just so good that they're not even challenging the outside, the Penguins. They don't back themselves to get on the outside and then make themselves isolated, as they're down towards their own 5-meter line now, and it's messy, and it's been turned over. Advantage for the Barbars, knock on, and he'll come back for that advantage, and a 5-meter scrum for the Preseli Barbars, and you know, you would expect another score from here, wouldn't you?
Yeah, in and out quite quick is what we're likely to see, and with Lloyd Wilkins with the ball in hand, who knows what happened, but there's not too long to go, just over a minute. And the Barbars, they'll feel confident, you know, 2 from 2, 1 game to come. They will certainly back themselves in that last match they've got.
Yeah, it's been this game has been a bit of a cakewalk for them, unfortunately. Penguins have given it their all, but there is a large gap at the moment between these two teams, and could be another try here for the Barbars if they can get this right. Wilkins, and just inside, one pass is all it takes, and it's Jack Craig again for the Barbars crossing over. I think that's his 3rd try of the day. You're keeping tabs on the tries, Griff, and Craig has got to be up there with the leading try scorers today.
Yeah, well, interesting you ask. I think he joins top, actually, with Steph Evans of the Flying Penguins, 3 each. And that's
the referee will bring the game to a close, and the Preseli Barbars taking a commanding 33-0 victory over the Flying Penguins, and looking really good for another cup final appearance and a potential showdown with the Conker Knights later on.